fortress during World War II, the B-17 bomber.
And now is your chance to see one up close and maybe even take a flight. The so-called aluminum Overcast will be at the Davenport Municipal Airport through Sunday.
And it's like taking a trip back in time.
We go around the country 9 months out of the year showing the public a piece of our country's aviation heritage and history and give them a chance to look at the B-17 up close and smell it and touch it and love it like we do.
A 60-year-old airplane that helped turn the tide of World War II. Veterans who flew it during the war coming out to see it up close one more time.
You see the public, of course, but there's a lot of veterans out here today, some guys that actually flew this airplane in World War II. It's a very emotional thing for them. They come out every place we go and have their picture made with the airplane, and sometimes they'll be smiling and have a tear running down their cheek at the same time.
Gunners, pilots, navigators, veterans who remember those missions aboard a B-17 like they were yesterday.
My first mission was December 18, 1944, and my last mission was in March of 45. Actually, we began flying during the Battle of the Bulge. We spent probably a good portion of our missions bombing oil targets and transportation and any industries that would coincide with those.
I put in 50 missions out of Africa and Italy. Bombed targets from the Kremlin and Russia, clear across Europe to Spain. A great airplane. We had lots of holes, lots of flak holes, lots of bullet holes, and still flew.
And it still flies today, although now it's more like a museum piece, educating new generations on its history and the history of the men who flew it.
It's a piece of our country's history, as I said, but we want the youth of today to understand what these young men did 60 years ago for them. These kids were 18, 19 years old, and they were dying. Every time they went out, they lost about 1/3, and yet they flew 25 missions, and that's incredible bravery, and we want to salute that.